Hello again from my front porch. Well, I was just working on a document that ATD sent me, ATD, Association for Talent Development, a document that they sent me where I'm supposed to fill in this information about speakers and authors. It's a little bio sheet thing that they ask so that they can better promote the author as well as the book that's being written. And as I was doing that, my brain began to kind of explode a bit. Because it was like, I had this moment, this flash where it's like, this is actually happening. This is, the whole book thing is actually happening. And I am going to be promoted as an author of a book. So I just had to pop out and share the moment here with you. It actually was interesting because earlier this week I had a great conversation with a good friend of mine, Jim Smith Jr., who's also in the training profession, but he's literally an international speaker. He's got a nickname, Mr. Energy, because he is just so full of energy. He is incredible. He's a motivational speaker, and he also works with people to help them overcome their own personal obstacles so they can achieve their greater levels of success. And it was kind of that came into our conversation because we were talking about the book stuff and the presentations and the opportunities that I have had to be able to do. And I expressed to him my anxieties specifically about the upcoming ATD conference, which is going to be my third international conference with ATD that I'm speaking at, and the second time that they're letting me do two sessions. Not two sessions of the same topic, but two completely different sessions, which is the maximum number that they will let anybody do. And so to get to do one is a big deal. To get to do two, that's kind of a big deal too. But then as if that wasn't enough, they told me that one of my sessions, the one that ties to my book, will be video recorded. There are going to be over 300 sessions at this international conference in May, and only 14 will be video recorded. That's a very small percentage. And that has me, that has the anxiety going a bit, because I'm like, And so Jim, I'm telling him this, and he says to me, no. You're gonna make me open up my workbook and dump the whole thing on you, aren't you? Because again, he helps people overcome that kind of stuff. Anyway, he said, so no, you're looking at this completely wrong. The way you need to be looking at this is you are getting an incredible opportunity. You are getting set up on a stage of tremendous success. People are going to look at that program. They're going to see that these are the 14 sessions that ATD is recording, which means they're the 14 topics that ATD says these are the important things to be looking at. Which means the fact your session is being recorded will probably draw a bigger audience to your session. You are being given an opportunity to shine. And more than that, the reason they video record those sessions is because they're the ones they believe they will be able to sell afterwards to people who did not attend. That people will pay money to watch a segment on structured on the job training because they weren't able to go to the conference and see it firsthand. And so since it's an international organization, that video is going to be promoted around the world. You and your session will be promoted around the world. You are going to be the expert on structure on the job training. You will be the spokesperson for it. You are being given this opportunity to take the stage and be the expert. And he's telling me all this because, of course, it's supposed to boost me up and get me to go, yeah! But the more he was talking about, the more I'm like, yo! I mean, seriously, this is so overwhelming. I don't know if it's all going to work out quite to the extent that Jim's talking about. Again, he is Mr. Energy. But still, his point is valid, though. The things that he was talking about drawing people to the session, about it being videoed and shared around the world. And now the stuff I'm filling in on this speaker profile is what really made me gravitate to that, because some of the stuff that they ask about clearly is designed not just to say, here's Paul Smith, he's an author, but it's to help them find various angles and hooks to be able to promote and advertise the book and the fact that I have expertise in what I've written about, which means they're marketing me as well as the book. And it's like, yeah, don't get me wrong, I'm excited about all of this, and I'm thrilled and I'm honored, but it is an incredibly humbling experience. I'm sure there are some people who write these books and they're like, yes, I'm going to get my name on a book. And I swear, up until just recently, in fact, this last round of edits that I just turned in this last week was I believe, my last big involvement with the book. So last time they're going to send me all 9 chapters and the introduction, the preface, and ask me to do editing stuff on it. Any other editing that I do at this point will probably be just little piecemeal things that they might adjust or tweak something in one area or another as they finalize it and get it ready to go. But when up until that point, up until I submitted this last point here, there was still a part of me that's like, you know what? This still could fall through. This still may not happen. But now that I've done 2 rounds of the edits and it's pushing, it's like my brain is starting to click in and say, this is actually going to happen. I am going to have a book. I am going to be a published author. Me. Really? Me? So yeah, it's surreal. It's a bizarre roller coaster kind of experience, and so I'm left a little bit speechless about all of it. But anyway, I had this moment of whoa, and I just had to come and share that moment with you all. And it's kind of funny. I threw this on today to be comfortable, but it's kind of funny that that here we are now talking about ATD, and here it is. To wrap this up, because I don't want to make this too long, but I do want to give a shout out to 2 organizations. I want to give a shout out to Waldinger, because I wouldn't even be doing the SOJT stuff, the structure on the job training stuff, if I wasn't in my job at Waldinger. Any of the other jobs I've had previously where I was in the training role would not have had an opportunity to experiment with that in the way that I've been able to at Waldinger, and have the full support of the company, the full support of my boss, not just in developing and launching the structure on the job training program, but also with the whole writing of the book and doing these presentations. They're all in my corner, and I really appreciate that. That's fantastic. Also, though, I want to promote ATD. It used to be called ASTD. They changed the acronym because jokes about the acronym, but also because it used to stand for American Society for Training and Development. And since it's an international company, that was a bit problematic. There are some countries around the world who just have an issue with the American Society for Training and Development coming in and telling them how to do their jobs. So they changed it up to be more friendly to an international audience, to Association for Talent Development. That way it can be international around the world, and we get rid of the ASTD acronym. But this organization, I've been a member of it for many years now at the local level. They have a local chapter here in Central Iowa, and also at the national level, the international level technically. And been more than a member. I've been involved. I've been part of committees. I've been chaired things. Been able to be part of projects that have happened and taken place. Judge award programs that are done. It's just been a phenomenal experience, and it's let me meet a whole bunch of wonderful people. People that are just so amazing and so incredible, and have been so helpful in helping me become the professional I am today, and that I continue to evolve and grow and develop and improve myself to be. None of it would have been possible without ATD and without Waldinger. Those 2 organizations have set me up for the success that I'm on now, that path. And so I'm very grateful for that. I'd love to also just list out all the people in ATD, local and international, who have impacted my life as well, but I would leave somebody out, and then also this video would be like an hour long. So we won't go there. Just suffice to say, I love y'all. Y'all are amazing people. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, with that, I'm going to go back and get back to my form. Thank you for indulging me in my little moment. All right, going to get my head wrapped back around helping give them information to market me. All right, with that, I'll see you next time from my front porch.